Warning: the following content may contain spoilers for film and television programs. It is also intended for mature audiences. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Today.
Like
outside.
But you're not 70.
I know. Well, I figured I've been drinking last night. I just wanted to walk around in the sun, help it evaporate some of that alcohol.
Yeah, that makes me feel like shit, though.
Really? It helps me feel better like a lot quicker.
All I can do is wallow in it.
Really?
There's no answer.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
No, like, I actually walk, like, you know where Walmart is over there? I walked to Walmart, or like around that loop all the way to Walmart and then back around. And I got back, I was like, you know what, I feel a lot better. And then I started watching the movie. It's a damn good movie, dude. I'm really digging it.
I'm going to definitely watch it.
That's probably...
in a totally non-shady way.
Yeah. That'll probably be my Flick Freak files for next week. Unless I see something else that's just like, wow.
Yeah.
But, yep. So, this week, though, it's going to be this movie. So, I think we're ready, guys.
All right.
Ahoy, all of you Flick Freaks out there. What is going on? My name is Andrew, and welcome to episode 75, 3/4 of the way there. Podcast episode 75.
Wait. So we're 3/4 of the way
to Hundy.
What happens then?
I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a live show somewhere.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Get all of us over, like at that. What's the place? Not Hard Rock Cafe.
I don't know.
Classic Rock Coffee.
Yeah.
Classic Rock Coffee. Yeah. Where Aaron and
they
Danae
seem to be amenable to such things.
Yeah. Although I guarantee you our setup is going to be nowhere near as extreme.
Well, yeah, no one will give a shit. Yeah. Do you remember what we did for our 50th episode?
Yeah, we did a live show.
We rambled for a really long time.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours of rambling.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. So joining me today, we have the king of the doldrums, Brian Vaughn.
Hey, kids.
And the Colorado kid, Matt Groves.
That's me.
The Colorado kid.
Just thought of that.
I was kind of worried because, like, oh no, I didn't have a title prepared.
No, I was like, Colorado. Okay. Yes, you live in Colorado Springs now, but you're visiting.
This is true.
Yes, welcome back. Missouri missed you. I doubt you missed it.
Just a little.
Just the people.
I miss the meth.
Yeah.
See, Matt also has other Colorado-related nicknames, such as the Rockies and Snowcap. And there could be more as this episode goes on that I forgot about and I'm not making up.
No, they're totally
legitimate. You can go on Wikipedia, the Matt Groves Wikipedia page, sponsored by Sunkist, and you can find out all about Matt's nicknames.
Does Wikipedia have sponsors for like specific pages?
I mean, I said it must be true.
Yeah. I guarantee you somebody's already making that Wikipedia page right now.
I don't know why they don't do it. They always ask for donations. You could have just like a small sponsorship space.
That's true.
In like Baseball Reference does that.
Yeah.
Everything comes back to that for me.
It's baseball.
Somehow.
It's your is it 6 or 7 ways to Kevin Bacon? You got the 7 ways to baseball?
Yeah, basically. I can find a way to do it.
No. Good call. All right. So, the Flick Freak Files this week. Oh, yeah, we renamed it. Were you here for that?
No.
Yeah, it's no longer Did You See That Opinion of the Week.
What?
Yeah, it's Flick Freak Files. It has a better ring to it.
So you're expecting me just to adjust to this on the fly?
Well, if you were here last week.
This is like when my parents got divorced.
Kind of.
It's a lot like that, only I'm getting divorced from the name of a segment.
Actually, we changed 2 names of this podcast.
What?
Yeah, it's no longer Top News. It's now Freak Leaks. Show them what you're working with.
Okay, well that
sounds terrifying.
This is a lot to take in all at once.
Like I said, this is what happens whenever you don't show up every
week. What the hell was our podcast called before this?
See It.
Is that what it was?
It was See It, yeah. We still have that YouTube page up too. Where half of the we still have more podcasts on that page than we do this one.
Do we really?
I think
I probably did a lot of those, and I don't even remember the name of it.
I think we got to 42 on See It, so we're coming up.
Oh yeah, we're really close then.
Yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, that went on for like over a year.
No, it was a long time, but that was during a time when we did these often earlier. on Saturday mornings.
I don't know what the fuck we were thinking.
I don't either, because I think I was
did it
probably
at like 10 in the morning.
Probably still drunk on some of those.
Such a terrible. It was probably Zach or Austin having to go some bullshit.
Yeah, some
work
adult responsibility thing, like, ooh,
I'm
I have
married.
things I do that are important.
Children.
Yeah.
No
offense, Matt, as a haver of kids.
It's okay. I understand.
But you would agree that waking up before 9 in the morning is total bullshit.
No, I'm actually a morning person, but...
Ew.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so gross.
It is.
I am Lord of the Night, people, and it's all because of the bowling alley. We all used to work at a bowling alley together at one time.
Yes.
And
yes. I don't know if I've ever said that on the podcast.
Well, now everyone knows.
Yes.
And I worked until 3 a.m. with regularity, as did you guys at times. And I haven't worked there in, 8 years.
Do you remember that one Samoan family that came in at like 2 in the morning with all their like 5-year-old children?
Yeah, I remember a lot of things.
And they're like, did the kids not have school in the morning?
Well, I was confused because I always just rightfully assumed all Samoan families wrestled. And that's like all they did. So
because The Rock's the only Samoan you know.
Well, no, Rikishi, if anybody remembers him.
Hey, Rikishi's boys wrestle.
And Rikishi's 2 sons.
Do they?
And Haku, is he Samoan? Well, or is he alive? Does anybody remember that guy?
No.
Yokozuna was
Yokozuna. He was Samoan, I think.
I think so.
And they pretended he was Japanese. It was just more convenient that way.
There's probably a ton more that we're forgetting.
Yeah. No, I think there are a lot.
No.
I
Umaga?
think. Probably
I
was.
think.
And a little racist.
I like how you're not naming Samoan people. You're only naming Samoan wrestlers.
That's all the
the Samoans you know.
All the Samoans that I know are
besides
wrestlers.
The ones at the bowling alley.
Besides the ones that came into the bowling alley, and by all accounts, they all seem like very nice people.
Well, what about the one that works there, the cook?
What?
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, her.
She was one of the, and then she started working at the bowling alley. Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you talking about?
And then her husband, I don't think he's a wrestler, but I know I wouldn't want to wrestle him.
No, the guy was a giant.
Wait. What did he look like?
Like 1,000 feet tall, maybe 1,000 pounds. Nice guy, salt of the earth.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Why do I not?
And his wife, which I thought was his mom for the longest time.
Oh, are you talking about? Yeah,
no names.
I know.
No names.
Yeah, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I do. Okay.
Nicest guy.
Yeah,
ever.
no, they were super nice people.
Yeah,
and I want to say they're Hawaiian.
Oh, okay.
I think I had a conversation with him about that one time at like 2:12 in the morning.
Yeah, whenever they got there.
Yeah, whenever
maybe they just
up.
Never got over that jet lag. Whenever they came over.
I think he worked really late.
I don't know if that's how time differentials work.
Yeah, you just forever are scarred from it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to like bring in a specialist, a scientist.
I know a scientist. I know a doctor too. Good friends.
I've been to a doctor before.
Yeah, I got a good friend doctor. We used to drink and party all the time. But
is it Dr. Oh wait, hold on. No names, but is it Dr. Mario?
It's not Dr. Mario.
Oh.
He was more of a pill guy than alcohol.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can understand the appeal.
Actually, the doctor guy I know, we'll just call him Dr. Jones. That's really not his name, but we're just going to call him Dr. Jones.
Is he followed around by a small Asian kid? Yeah. Do they ever go in any kind of temples that are kind of scary? How would you describe that, maybe?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. He's one of those people who's so perfect you have to hate him, but at the same time you're actually like in awe of him because like A, he's a doctor, B, he's like, even though I'm not gay, the guy is goddamn gorgeous. He's a bodybuilder.
Like
his
you
wife
would,
is like a model. He's filthy rich.
I bet he doesn't eat stuff that's as good as what we eat.
Nope. Oh god, no. He eats like the healthiest stuff ever. But like super rich, super good looking, bodybuilder, model wife, and he parties all the time. Like
is it Dr. Andrew W.K.?
Yes, Andrew W.K. Yes.
Okay. Figured it out.
Party.
Once you dropped that last hint, I knew who it was.
He had flowing black hair.
Yeah.
I think the guy is legally obligated to show up to every single
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, anywhere. Oh man, I should invite him to a party.
He would show up. He's like Bill Murray. He just might randomly show up to a party.
Like, it has to be important. Like, do we have anything important, Matt?
Maybe our 100th episode, we can have a party and we can invite him.
We could get Andrew WK
to DJ.
To DJ and just be around and headbang in general. I like this plan.
Yeah. I think the first time I was ever introduced to Andrew WK, and this is kind of, sad, but it was that Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode where Fry gets cancer, and they hire Andrew WK to make him feel better.
Well, I just kind of remember him from before that because I heard like one song of his I didn't particularly like, but I read some article about him, and he seemed like a really likable guy.
Yeah.
So I've always had like some kind of reverence for him. Also, though, he really is into partying. Yeah. In fact, let us go over... Apparently, I have a splinter in my hand.
Oh, no bueno.
Let us go over his debut album, the one that gained him fame. It was called I Get Wet, because, let's face it, he does. It includes the following song titles. It's Time to Party. Party Hard.
Yep.
Ready to Die. I Love New York City. Party Till You Puke. Fun Night. Gotta Do It. I Get Wet. Don't Stop Living in the Red. This is just like a sample. I think you can pick up on some themes in the music of Andrew WK.
And then he had the one song on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the Party, Party, Party song.
Yeah.
The guy loves partying.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That's awesome.
We've been going on for over 10 minutes now, and we haven't even started the podcast yet,
yeah.
Which is great. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
What's the animal that pulls thorns out of lion paws?
Mice.
Well, do you have a mouse? Because there's a splinter in my hand, and I hate it.
I have tweezers.
You know the worst part? I think this has been in my hand since yesterday, like at work.
Mm. And you're just now noticing it, or you're just now fed up
Well,
with
my
it?
finger kind of hurt. I'm probably going to lose this finger.
That's how it works, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want some tweezers?
No, I'll soldier through it for the team.
All right.
I'm day to day.
Okay, so the Flick Freak Files, the movie we're going to be discussing this week, I think Matt said you've seen this as well, The Jungle Book.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
It's good. It's really good.
I'm trying to cut my movie watching down to just the
important
bare necessities.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to do that. I watch all sorts of movies, but I just wanted to get that line in.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
So this is Jon Favreau directed this. He gave us the Iron Man movies and Chef. Good guy. Makes great movies. He was also in Swingers. He wrote Swingers, actually.
That's weird.
It's a good movie. It's like
I saw it.
Really good. What's his name? Vince Vaughn. Yeah.
I rented that movie thinking it would be different when I was like 14.
Swingers? Did you think it was at swing sets or something?
No, I just thought there would be. How should I put this?
A lot more sex.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, more along those lines.
Nope. Turned out to actually just be a really good movie. So, yeah, it's directed in, it's written by Justin Marks, who gave us like Street Fighter, Rewind. He gave us some really bad movies, but he came through in this one. It was really good.
It was good.
It stars Neil Sethi, who played Mowgli. Did a really good job for a child actor. He moved past being a child actor to actually being a good actor.
It's pretty great when that happens.
Yeah.
You get one a year, it seems like. Something like that, where a child actor really steps up. Last year, it was, I wish I remembered his name, Jacob Tremblay or something like that.
The Room. Or not The Room.
Not in The Room. The child actor in that, the guy that played Denny, he was great too.
Oh, hi, Danny. God, The Room. No, Room was amazing. Yeah.
What if I love Lisa?
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
No, that kid was great though.
Yeah. The movie also stars Bill Murray, who played Baloo, Sir Ben Kingsley. I got to get that right, as Bagheera. Idris Elba as Shere Khan, which was my favorite part of the whole movie.
Oh yeah, he was terrific.
He was so fucking good. Lupita Nyong'o as Rashka, Scarlett Johansson as Ka, Giancarlo Esposito as Aquila. And last but not least, Christopher Walken as King Louie.
So does Aquila have like a chain of chicken restaurants that are a front for a meth business?
Yes.
Okay.
He actually, his wolf pack that he runs is actually the front. He's the meth dealer.
Oh, the NWO
jungle.
wolf pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also, you can't forget the late Gary Shandling was in this as well.
Oh, yeah, Gary Shandling passed away. Yeah.
Super sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But starting off, whenever I went and saw it, I didn't see it in like IMAX or any grand 3D, anything like that. I just saw a regular screening of it. And it was really good. I don't know. Did you see it in IMAX or did you just see it a regular
I just saw
screen?
regular.
I was
as
really
God intended.
I was impressed by the yeah.
I kind of agree with you. If you were like in a serious way, like it's just a better experience
I
for
don't
me.
like wearing glasses for extended periods of time.
I don't like wearing glasses over my glasses and wanting to vomit.
I'll only go see like an IMAX 3D movie if I know it's going to be a grand spectacle of a film.
Yeah, like you and I saw Interstellar, which I think we've talked about on the podcast like 8 times.
Every single time we just talk about how much we tried not to cry.
Yeah, I was like, I swear to God, I'm a man.
Yeah,
that was basically that section of the movie.
Yeah, but Civil War's coming up. I'm definitely going to go see Captain America: Civil War in IMAX 3D. I want to go down to Branson because
I'll probably see it 2D.
In 2D.
Yeah, I'm always afraid if I do start feeling nauseous, I won't be able to even really pay attention to the movie.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to Aaron Dicer, who is a film critic that Brian and I know.
He's really tall.
He's a very tall man. He's like, what, 6'6", something like that?
He's 900 feet tall. He's
Yes.
a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And his hands are really big.
Yeah.
There are some facts about Aaron Dicer.
Whenever he tries to fit in my car, it's always really funny. But
oh yeah, because you guys we have a poker game
Yeah.
that we all play in, and you guys carpool, right?
Yeah, we carpool over there. But
I actually have the same problem with Van getting into my car. Actually,
he's just tall and lanky.
Yeah. Also, though,
Aaron's actually a bigger guy.
Yeah. Before he gets in my car to the carpool situation, I move the seat up to be an asshole so that he has to readjust it every time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. But
and then he doesn't know that either. I hope he doesn't listen to this because every time I'm like, that's where it was last time. I don't know.
You're just getting taller.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but Aaron was telling me that in Branson they've redone their IMAX theater to where it's actually a laser projector now, to where it's like supposedly the clearest picture in the world, and there's only 4 theaters on the planet that have it like for public use that aren't like for they have the trip to Everest in IMAX,
right?
They have for those that like. What's the place in New York? The Hayden Planetarium has that, But actual like theaters, there's only 4 of them. One in L.A., the China Theater, and the one in Branson, and I think one in New York, and then one in Georgia somewhere.
Hold on. So you're saying the biggest, most bombastic cities in the country all have this, and then also
Branson, Missouri, yes. Well, because, whenever Yakov Smirnoff goes to IMAX, he needs the greatest
Presley's
clarity.
Country Jubilee or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Tony Melendez, the guy that plays guitar with his fucking feet.
Who's the Branson magician? What's his...
Kirby Van Birch.
Kirby Van Birch.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed by your knowledge of Branson performers.
Thanks, Matt.
What,
I have
Shoji
seen a
Tabuchi?
lot of brochures in restaurants while waiting on my grandparents.
Yeah. Apparently, here's a fun fact for you. Shoji Tabuchi is in the Guinness Book of World Records. Did you guys know this?
No, I didn't.
That his theater has the nicest bathroom in the entire world.
Wow.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk it? Good for you, Shoji Tabuchi.
I thought you were going to say he was in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the only Japanese man in Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, that's probably it as well. But getting back to the Jungle Book, he was telling me that he went and saw it in the Branson, and he said it was the most incredible experience ever. The picture was so perfect; you could not tell the difference between what was real and what was CGI animated. Now, whenever I went and saw it, and I don't know about you, Matt, I thought the CGI was spectacular. I thought it was
really
great.
well done.
Yeah, and I think the big thing that you need to take away from this movie is that they didn't hire a bunch of voice actors. They went with a bunch of A-list Hollywood known actors, and sometimes that can be risky, but I think that everybody pulled it off, especially Idris Elba as Shere Khan.
Definitely.
He pulls off everything.
Freaking good. And he was just in another animated Disney movie I saw. He was in Zootopia.
Oh, yeah. Is that good?
It's really good.
Did he also play Shere Khan in Zootopia?
No, he did not. He played a
Wait,
wildebeest.
what? Why? Why not?
Because
He could have been the villain.
He could have been the villain, but I think he makes a really good guy as well.
Yeah, when I
He can
first
play
heard he
both.
was going to be in it, and I feel bad. I'm like, oh man, he'll be a great Bagheera.
Oh, and then you're like, oh
And then
no,
I'm
he's
like-
Shere Khan.
And then I'm like, oh,
Oh, never mind.
He could have been a good Bagheera, but Ben Kingsley was great.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely impressed with his performance.
I like how everybody knows the old 1960s cartoon. We all grew up watching that one. This one's a lot more, I don't want to say adult theme, but it's a lot darker than the kids one.
Lots
Now,
of people killing each other.
Now, there is another version of The Jungle Book that came out in the 1990s, which was straight up for adults. Like, Lena Headey was in it.
Well, there's no animal voices in that one. It's also got Carrie Ewell's in it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Carrie Ewells was the villain.
yeah. I'm trying to think who else is in that. There's one of the really
Monty Python.
Sam
Are you
Neill's
guys
in
sure
it.
we're not talking about the movie Crush?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Sam Neill is in it.
Sam Neill is in it. Dr.
Jurassic
Grant.
Park.
Yeah. He was he loved that word treason. This is treason. He said it all the time in that movie. But you're right. Yeah, there were no voice actors for the animals in that one. It was just straight up. This is the jungle, and I really like that movie a lot. Very underrated.
Very good.
But one thing that I was a little put off by from this movie is you need to decide if a movie's going to be a musical or not. You can't just throw in a song in the beginning and then a song near the end and then say, nah, it just happens. That's just how it goes. It made no sense. Like one song, The Bare Necessities, obviously that's a staple of that, movie growing up.
Yeah.
But whenever you have Christopher Walken trying to sing as a monkey, I don't know about you, that part was just,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it kind of with anything, you establish a set of rules that your movie lives by so that you don't get weird tonal shifts.
Yeah.
And then if you decide to just throw some songs in, randomly, it kind of hurts the continuity of it, I would say.
And it's really weird that they decided to make Christopher Walken's character not an orangutan like it was in the...
What?
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
He's a Gigantopithecus. He's an extinct orangutan that was like 11 feet tall.
I don't like that.
Yeah. It was kind of cool, but at the same time, you're like, it's not necessary.
I don't know why they just didn't get the orangutan from Every Which Way But Loose involved.
He's probably dead.
Clyde?
Clyde, yeah.
Don't you break my heart. He's
Goddamn.
alive somewhere.
Clyde's on a ranch, Brian.
Yep.
He gets to frolic around
Okay,
with
he
all
gets
the
to
other
play with-
Eastwoods.
Awesome. Okay. Never mind. Well, if Clint Eastwood's still alive, surely Clyde's still alive. Like, that can't... Come on.
I think about this all the time, and it's really weird to say. There's, a lot of celebrity deaths that, have affected me. Like, David Bowie passing really got to me.
Yeah.
Prince just passed.
Yeah,
Prince didn't, like,
We'll get to all,
really bad.
75 deaths later in the podcast.
But Robin Williams was obviously the one that hurt me the most, But I think the day that Clint Eastwood dies, that's going to be the hardest day for me because I just grew up watching all of his westerns,
Yeah.
But
I'd imagine he'll go out in a blaze of glory.
yeah, that's how it works. So
Shooting a hospital orderly.
everybody needs to know that The Jungle Book is a movie that I think is a great movie and a must-see for all ages. Matt?
Definitely. I think it's good for anybody.
Yeah. Brian, are you intrigued enough to go and see this?
I will see it at some point, probably at home, whenever it comes out on
The Blu-rays or
digital
DVDs?
video disc or Blu-ray disc.
Nice. All right, guys, now it is time to talk about the store. Okay, so if you head over to shop.spreadshirt.com/flickfreaks, you can find that we have t-shirts, coffee mugs, phone, tablet cases, all the great paraphernalia you could ever ask for. I was wearing a shirt of ours last night. It was a picture of me. It was me wearing me.
Yeah, it was very, very vain of you.
Yeah.
I'm a proud owner of the mouse pad, and I would say I easily have the best mouse pad in the Tri-County area.
Nice. Yes.
What about the Quad County area?
There's a guy with a Budweiser and Batman related.
Oh, I've
mouse
heard
pad.
about that guy.
It's really legitimate.
Yeah. You just can't compete with both Budweiser and Batman. Maybe one on their own, but when they get together, it's an unstoppable force. So, yeah, let's head on now to the Freak Leaks, the news segment.
Apparently that's what it's called.
Yeah. You'll get used to it.
I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Change is okay, Brian.
So, the first news item, obviously, it's a downer. We'd like to say rest in peace to Prince, China, and Michelle McNamara Oswalt, which was Patton Oswalt's wife.
So lots of people died in a day?
Yeah.
Or 2 days?
It was within 2 days of each other.
Yeah.
Really sad. China grew up watching her wrestling and stuff. She kind of led the way for female wrestlers. Prince, obviously, one of the most iconic musical performers of all time. And then Michelle McNamara Oswalt, obviously a great thriller suspense writer, and she was married to Patton Oswalt, one of the funniest men on the planet. Sad week, guys.
It was a rough one.
Yeah, just a big downer.
Yeah.
When is it that I'm going to say, I have some free time at work and I'm going to just browse news stuff on my phone and there will be, good news about something?
I don't know, man.
Will that ever happen?
I doubt it. I wouldn't hold my breath for that. But here's some good news, actually, that you might enjoy. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has signed on for a Jumanji remake. He's quoted as saying, "It's official. We'll produce and deliver to a whole new generation a title that I love and is one of my all-time favorites. There's games you play for fun, then there's games that change your life. Jumanji."
I wonder if they paid him to say that.
I'm sure they did.
It was on his Instagram, so I don't think they pay for his Instagram.
Oh, fair enough.
Honestly, The Rock doesn't have to get any more money. He can just do whatever the hell he wants now for fun.
Aren't they saying he's one of the highest grossing actors in the last few years?
I think he is the highest grossing actor.
No, I think that's DiCaprio's still the highest grossing, or Robert Downey Jr. I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't know now.
Yeah, I'll look that up later. That'd be an interesting factoid to know.
Yeah.
But I'm all about this, especially...
I feel like it's going to be really stupid in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? The original one wasn't
No, it's also very stupid.
In a good way, yeah. And if there's anybody that could replace Robin Williams, I'm okay with The Rock doing it.
That's a really weird thing to say, and it would not work in a lot of roles.
Yeah. But this one I get...
If you had The Rock replace Robin Williams in The Fisher King or something, or
1 hour photo.
1 hour.
What can you imagine the opposite?
Insomnia.
Robin Williams replacing The Rock in anything.
G.I. Joe.
Or wrestling.
It would just be a corpse laying there.
Yeah.
That would be very ineffective.
Oh, boo. Boo.
It was right there.
Yeah.
It can't be too soon still, right?
It's been a while.
No.
Well, it's still
Someone
sad,
has to be
though.
the first.
We just with good intentions.
Yeah.
Because if bad things are in life, you might as well make some jokes. It makes it easier.
I think he'd appreciate we make
He
jokes
totally would. If anyone would, he would.
Yeah. Speaking of Robert Downey Jr., so last week we said that Michael Keaton was going to be in the new Spider-Man movie. Now he's not. But Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in Spider-Man Homecoming as Iron Man. But he's also confirmed that Sherlock Holmes 3 is in the works. So expect those iconic Downey Jr. performances to show up. I think after Infinity Wars, I think Downey Jr. said, "I'm done with Iron Man." So
yeah, I recently watched. I may have mentioned this recently as well, but I watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang again.
Such a good movie.
And then I also watched Less Than Zero. And it reminded me that I would like to see Robert Downey Jr. do some other stuff now. He really is so much a part of why the Iron Man franchise worked when no one thought it would at the outset of it.
Yeah.
But I think, I'd like to see him just be a normal actor again.
Yeah, do stuff like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang or the Zodiac, which...
Yeah, Zodiac's so good.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it because it's 8 hours long.
Yeah. Well, not a lot of people like a biopic on Ted Cruz, but that joke's never going to get old. Hey, Iron Man is in the Avengers. The alter universe is the Justice League. Willem Dafoe has been cast as a member of the Justice League. well, they don't know if he's going to be a superhero or if he's just going to be a character or a villain.
I just looked up on my phone that he's going to be a character, and I don't know if this is a good guy or a bad guy, called Penis Man.
Well, he's a kind of neutral. He goes back and forth. He's one of those, where they start off as a villain, but they rub him the wrong way, and then
and if you rub Penis Man the wrong way, things get harder.
Yes, exactly. But in the end, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Willem Dafoe allegedly has a big penis.
Yeah, there was a what are they called? Key grips. The guys who hold the booms. Yeah, there was a key grip who told a story once of, was it Last Temptation of Christ? Is that the movie with Willem Dafoe?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's whenever Willem Dafoe is Jesus and he's up on the cross, his cloth fell off, and the key grip told a story of how the costume guy was told, "Hey, can you go fix that for him?" And he goes, "I don't know if that's my problem or if that's animal control's problem." So, yeah, apparently he has one of the biggest in...
Jesus was packing heat.
Yeah, apparently it's one of the biggest in Hollywood, which I guess you could see it in the movie. What was the movie? Antichrist or whatever? Never saw that movie, but apparently
I know that
it's
out there.
But, yeah. I don't know. In all honesty, I could imagine him playing the mysterious stranger or something like that. Not a really big outlandish character, but I think he could do something really well with a kind of a noir kind of character who's shows up every now and then, says something mysterious and then disappears.
Good weird actor. He can fit into a lot of roles.
Yeah, he played a.
But he cannot fit into a lot of pants because of his massive dick.
Yeah, well, it's a problem that few men have to deal with, but I guess if anybody's going to have to deal with it...
Just Willem Dafoe and the three of us.
He's never won an Oscar.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of what he would have won one for.
He was nominated for a movie about the making of Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah.
Never saw it, though.
I haven't either. I actually have it, too. But I haven't watched it. You know what he was really great in most recently that I've seen him in? Is
that Snickers commercial.
Whatever that last Wes Anderson movie was. Why can't I not think of the name of it?
The Grand
Budapest Hotel.
That was a really good one.
Yeah, he was great in that.
Yeah. As the villain guy who just...
kind of bumbling and kind of terrifying.
Yeah. He was really good, yeah. You know who else has never won an Oscar? Gary Oldman. What the fuck?
Gary Oldman, who's really good in a lot of things, and then he's in a lot of bullshit. For some reason.
I'm okay with all the bullshit he does, Fifth Element and stuff. It's a great movie.
It's kind of awesome.
It's a great movie, but it's a bullshit kind of. You know what I'm saying?
He was in The Crucible, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes the guy's just gotta have a paycheck.
Yeah.
Or not The Crucible.
Wait, isn't that with Daniel Day-Lewis?
Pretty solid, and that's Daniel Day-Lewis. It's another. What am I thinking of? Another thing you have to read in high school or middle school or whatever. The Scarlet Letter.
Scarlet Letter he was in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
very bad.
Okay, here's some video game news. I don't know if Brian wants to check out for this or not.
I usually do.
Yeah.
Or I just do what I mainly do anyway and just interrupt a lot. So I'll probably just do that.
All right, well, Leslie Benzies is suing Rockstar Games for $150 million, claiming he was shorted royalties for the Grand Theft Auto series. Leslie
Benzies, more like Menzies. Get over it, man. Or woman. It's Leslie. It could be either. I don't know.
It's a guy.
Okay.
He is the creator, pretty much, the mind behind, Grand Theft Auto. He's what really made that, the highest grossing series of all time. But I think in the first day, that game made $1 billion. I think that's what it was.
That's insane.
After the game was released, he was a dev guy. He produced. His job is done pretty much. So he goes on this sabbatical for 8 or 9 months. And when he comes back, they're like, "Yeah, you don't really have a job here anymore." He's like, "Okay, well, what about all my royalties for, the Grand Theft Auto?" And like, "Well, yeah, you kind of left, so."
Yeah, did he have a contract in place or anything?
See, that's what Rockstar's saying. You signed a whole bunch of contracts stating all this stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, but you guys wouldn't have this game if it wasn't for me in the first place." So it's one of those, do you go with the guy who created it and you side with him, or you go with the company who has all the contracts?
I think you take this to night court.
Yeah.
Or Judge Judy or something.
Judy will get to the bottom of this.
Night. The sleaziest looking TV show
of all time. So, yeah, that's really interesting. Obviously, we're going to need a lot more information on this before we can decide who's right and who's the asshole. But I could see both of them being the asshole. Corporations are easy to see as being an asshole.
Yeah, and I always tend to side with the creative end of things. Like, I mean, depending on the role he had, I mean, if he really was the mind behind all of it, I mean, he should be getting the most money any individual is getting related to it.
Yeah, obviously.
But you got to keep in mind, Rockstar has this guy's $150 million to fight him in court with.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, this guy, I think he is a billionaire already. So the $150 million, to us, it seems like this insurmountable of money we'll never obtain.
Yeah, like $300 sounds like that.
But to him, he's like, maybe he's just looking for a settlement.
Yeah.
A settlement, or maybe it is just a matter of if he's already fine financially, a matter of hey, principle. I did this.
Yeah.
I know how he can win the case easily, and that's just get a hold of Matlock.
Yeah.
He only lost one case. You guys know that, right?
Only one, really.
Mm-hmm. Matlock. And the case he lost is his own. He was driving down a rural road one day. And
is this a true story, or is this a Brian Vaughn story?
I speak only Matlock truths. And there was a stop sign that was obstructed by a tree, and he didn't stop. And he told the judge, hey, I couldn't see that stop sign. The judge didn't care, and Matlock lost that case. I don't know what Conrad, his assistant, was doing. I have no idea.
He was probably out with Opie. They were fishing.
Ron Howard and he were fishing.
Yeah. That's just, the Andy Griffith. He's pretty dead.
He's pretty dead. We're not sure. I mean, he's at least 50-60% dead.
Here's a question for you. Was the judge Don Knotts?
Oh, God, I hope so. Well, Ben, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good Don Knotts impersonation.
If there's any kind of stupid flighty voice I can usually do.
Oh, man. All right, guys.
Don't come into my courtroom with all this bullshit.
This malarkey.
No, he cusses when he's a judge.
Oh, okay.
He's a real badass. He's smoking a cigarette up there.
Nice.
And just bangs his gavel, just like he bangs the secretaries that work there.
Yeah.
Don Knotts. What if there was a movie about Don Knotts? Dong Knotts. Don Knotts' personal life where he's just full of debauchery.
I want that biography to come out. The Andy Griffith show behind the scenes where
who could play Don Knotts?
I'm gonna say
Steve Buscemi. That's perfect.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's very good. That's why we have you on this week, Matt. Also, because you're a friend and you're here. Yeah. But mainly because we knew you'd have Don Knotts.
Maybe Tom Lennon. Tom Lennon could probably do it from Reno 911.
But Steve Buscemi is the best.
No, that's option. That's pretty up there with.
Kind of looks like him.
Yeah, it's the eyes really that do it.
Those bugged out eyes.
I'm going to leave you guys to discuss the first set of trailers and trailer talk. The Infiltrator, the newest movie coming out that stars the one, the only Bryan Cranston. This movie, I think. Oh, also John Leguizamo is in it as well. So, The Infiltrator, what are you guys' first impressions off of this?
Well, it looked like an interesting story. I thought it looked cool, and honestly, I think John Leguizamo brings a lot to any film he's in. I mean, he pretty much carried the Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, without John Leguizamo, what would we have been watching?
Bob Hoskins really drunk.
A big pile of garbage. No, I guess so. Basically, this is about trying to catch Pablo Escobar, and Bryan Cranston's trying to infiltrate, hence the title, Escobar's circle to bring him down. I think it's got a really good cast.
Yeah.
And my only concern is that it'll be really paint by numbers drug war movie.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the hardened veteran cop teaming up with a first time. It's her first assignment, but she's top of her class, cliche agent. And then John Leguizamo's the loose cannon, kind of side guy.
Right.
So, I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting film. I don't know if it'll be, Oscar nomination worthy, but it'd probably be fun to
No,
watch.
I hope it's at least just a really solid action-y, thriller-y kind of movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Which, this is totally out of order on our agenda, but speaking of action-y, thriller-y things, there's also a new Jason Bourne movie starring Jason Bourne, Matt Damon, Tommy Lee Jones appears to be in it.
I wonder if it's going to be a crossover from oh man,
Men in Black.
no,
Men in Bourne?
That's another thing.
Men in Bourne is a porno
There is
where
that
Jason
crossover
Bourne-
movie coming. You guys know that, right?
Yeah, that's
With
gonna be-
21 Jump Street and Men in Black.
Yeah, that sounds so fucking dumb to me.
No, I'm so excited for
I
it.
am.
It
like,
reminds me of the,
excited.
it reminds me of like the old 1990s shows, where they're like, "You remember this cool
The
thing?
Family
and this
Matters.
cool
Yeah,
thing?"
like Family Matters and another show.
Yeah.
It was always Family Matters.
I think that just fits so perfectly with how ridiculous both of those are.
Yeah.
I'm really curious
mean-
who they're going to have representing the Men in Black franchise in the film, because
Tommy Lee Jones ain't gonna have that shit.
No way.
that was a serious role for him. But the film I was thinking of with Tommy Lee Jones is he's hunting Harrison Ford, and then he had his own
The
spin-off.
Fugitive.
The Fugitive.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be there. They're going to bring that guy.
The
to catch
Fugitive
Jason Bourne.
is really great. It's a really fun movie to watch.
I'm innocent. I don't care.
That guy. He's hunting Jason Bourne in the next film.
Yeah.
So this Jason Bourne movie, which is called Jason Bourne, looks like a Jason Bourne movie.
Yeah, well, Paul
Back.
Greengrass, writing, directing this one, he did
Yeah.
all the other one. Well, besides the first one. One thing that I will say about this movie, and it's just based solely off the trailer, obviously.
Right.
One thing I don't like is it looks like it's going to take the same, notes that the other ones did, where it's terrible filming of the fight scenes. Like it really quick cuts. You can't really tell what's going on. It's a cheap cop out to filming a really good fight, and
Right.
the others were like notorious for doing that. And I just hope that they learn their lesson with this.
I think it'll be more of the same, and that isn't to
Yeah.
say it's a bad franchise. I
No,
mean,
I love them. I
can't imagine it really changing.
Yeah,
formula
like
at
switching
this point.
things up. It's the kind of movie that if I haven't seen it or something, if I'm doing stuff around the house, I'll just put on.
Yeah.
Because it's not hard to follow. It's pleasant in its own right.
Fun fact: the character Jason Bourne is billed from Nixa, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is very close to where we are, and also pretty close to Shoji Tabuchi.
It's closer than here, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like halfway in between here and there.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, in other words, flick freaks, we grew up with Jason Bourne
And Brad
Shoji
Pitt.
Tabuchi.
and Shoji Tabuchi. But yeah, next movie up. Did you guys talk about Girl on the Train?
We did not.
No, I skipped it to segue better
I gotcha.
because of action or something.
So yeah, The Girl on the Train. This movie stars Emily Blunt, Haley Bennett, Luke Evans, Rebecca Ferguson, and the one, the only Justin Theroux. Great guy, Salts of the Earth. It's about this girl on a train, obviously, and she sees a woman get kidnapped, but she doesn't know if she's the one that did it. It looks really, really weird.
Yeah,
But also
I-
really intriguing.
I
I gotta,
I got a
definitely
lot
want.
of Gone Girl.
Yeah,
I was
also
feeling
a little
Gone
bit
Girl
of,
on this
Did
as well.
anybody else like a little bit of little Hitchcock kind of a thing there?
a little bit.
Kind
It's
of.
based off the Paula Hawkins novel.
A lot of stuff shot in the dark. You
Yeah.
know?
But
I've shot a lot of things in the dark.
Yeah, you have.
Oh damn.
You would know, Brian.
I know. I still can't walk right.
But yeah, I don't know what to think. It's one of those movies like I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but I have to watch it now to know.
Yeah. I will definitely watch it. It looks interesting. It may end up being too twisty or stupid. I have no idea, but it drew my attention at least.
Yeah.
I think the film could be a little bit more easy to understand. I feel like that trailer was just really stylized to
Yeah,
obviously give somebody a taste of the intrigue they're going to see.
right. I'm hoping that is what it is, though, is just a lot of intrigue and ambiguity, you know.
There you go.
It's directed by Tate Taylor. He gave us The Help and Get On Up.
That's a really weird resume
Yeah.
for how this movie
Sometimes
looks.
the guy's just got to have a job.
I also
That's true.
I'm just now realizing I met Tate Taylor. He was in Winter's Bone. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
what did he do for Winter's Bone?
He was Mike Satterfield. He was an
Who was
actor.
that?
I think he was was he the Army recruit?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That was a good movie, though.
Yeah.
It has the... Okay, yeah. I've seen that guy.
Andrew, you were involved with somebody that worked on that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had the sex.
The sex.
Yeah.
But we can't name names.
No, it was not Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, I was going to say it was. It was John Hawkes.
Yes, that's it. Teardrop.
Yeah, Teardrop takes what Teardrop wants.
Yeah.
Teardrop being probably the best performance of John Hawkes' career.
Oh, hands down.
And he has some really good performances.
Yeah. Even his performance in Everest.
Which I never saw.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of those movies that looks stupid, but like totally comes out of left field and surprises you. I'm like, that's an Oscar contender film right there.
He's really great in, why can't I think of the name of it? Mary May Marlene or whatever, where he's a cult leader. Did you ever see that? Marcy May Marlene or something like that?
Let's take a look here.
John Hawkes.
The guy has 125 on his resume. Do you know, is it a newer movie?
Yeah, probably about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
He was in Lincoln, The
It's
Playroom.
4 female names.
Oh, Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene.
Yes, there it is.
Never seen it.
Yeah, you should. It's really good.
Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. Elizabeth Olsen's in it. I'm sold.
Yeah,
That's all
she's
it
the
took.
lead in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, getting back to The Girl on the Train, one of those movies, like, it's so weird. You just have to, like, your mind's going to have this itch in the back of your head, like, I have to figure out how this ends, otherwise it's going to drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. Moving on, a movie that you definitely don't need your brain for, Independence Day Resurgence. Yeah. You want to know what really pisses me off about this movie?
There's no Will Smith, because he got shot in New Orleans.
Yes. Different Will Smith. It's really sad. I'm a Saints fan. Okay, so get this. The movie's called Independence Day, right?
Right.
What day do you expect the movie to come out?
Independence Day?
It doesn't. It comes out June 24th. Like 10, 12 days. It couldn't have waited.
There's probably some reason for that. Like, they know people want to be outside on the... I don't, but I'm sure some people do.
I'm going to go and see this movie on Independence Day now. That's just how that's going to go.
Hey, you guys, it's Independence Day. Let's show them some fireworks.
I hated that line.
That's so fucking dumb. Whenever we were watching the trailer, I made note of that mentally.
Yeah,
filed it away to use at a later time, and that was the later time.
You know what? I'm really excited for this movie, but as soon as I heard that line, I'm like, God damn it.
I definitely got to say, though, there was some lines of dialogue from Bill Paxton in it. Bill Pullman?
Bill Pullman. Pullman is the
better Bill.
Yeah. And it started sounding like he's going to have another, like, epic monologue in the film.
His speech in the first Independence Day, that today we celebrate our Independence Day speech, one of the best speeches in film history.
I was so fucking into that when I saw that movie in theaters.
Yeah.
When I was 9 or something.
It came out in 94, I think. So.
Yeah, summer of 94. So, yeah, I was 9 and...
96. Well, it was 20 years ago, so 96. So, yeah.
I was older than that then. Whatever the case...
I was 10.
Whatever the case, it was... I loved that movie at the time. I watched it again in sometime, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, and I thought it was pretty stupid, but I
think it holds up.
But I enjoyed it.
I
still enjoyed it. I mean, it's not very good, but
I think
I
have it on
enjoyable.
Blu-ray over there somewhere.
I was really hoping the tagline of the movie would be "Welcome to Earth again."
Earth.
Yeah,
welcome to Earth again.
Wait. Welcome, and then to the number Earth, since it's the second
one.
Yeah. There
good
we go.
Call.
Yeah. So if any studios are hiring marketing people, you can get a hold of us through any number of ways and hire me.
Here's a question for you guys. Brent Spiner died in the first movie, right?
I don't think so. He just gets like
I don't know that it's ever
slammed against the glass.
I don't think it's ever said. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
because he's in this.
Maybe he's the resurgence.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe he has cyborg parts too.
That'd be really cool.
It's definitely possible.
So yeah, we've traded out Will Smith for Liam Hemsworth, but we still get, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Brent Spiner, and Judd Hirsch, which I'm okay with.
I'm glad Judd Hirsch is still alive.
Yeah, the guy is... Let's see how old Judd Hirsch is now. 81.
I like to think that he's exactly the same in real life as he was in the first movie, and just kind of this cigar chewing, like never takes care of himself, with high cholesterol.
I like to pretend he's more like the guy that he played in Taxi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that was like his first role.
He was on that show.
Haven't you seen every single episode of Taxi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you guys not?
No,
what are you doing with your lives?
I don't know. You know who I'm going to miss, though, is Randy Quaid from the first one.
Yeah.
I can fly. I'm a pilot.
Speaking of things that are really just like he wasn't acting.
I feel like
they just threw Randy Quaid in front. They didn't tell him that line. He just said, I can fly. I'm a pilot.
That was the casting call, actually.
Yep.
That was him showing up.
Yeah. Hello, boys. I'm back.
I feel like he's my spirit animal.
Randy Quaid. Oh, boy.
I feel like Tumbleweed should just follow him around wherever he goes.
He has a pretty wicked beard now. Have you guys seen him lately?
Well, he has for a while now.
Has he?
I think just out of complete neglect, but I don't know.
Beard, though.
The what?
Yeah.
The Bill Pullman beard.
Bill Pullman beard. I approve of Bill Pullman beard.
It's pretty great.
It's like Sad Man beard. Like, I saved the earth and they didn't reelect me for a second term of thing.
Yeah.
I wonder what he is in this film. Like, it looks like maybe he's part of like research and development or something.
Maybe, but you don't really ever see presidents get a job.
That's my thing. But
I'm thinking maybe after the aliens attack, they just said, you're the president forever now.
Yeah, maybe he's the president of the world.
I'd be okay with that. And here's another person who's not coming back for this movie, which really upset me, and that's Anne Hogg. So she played the daughter in the... Thanks, asshole.
Yeah,
so
we get it. You have a car.
Yeah. Mae Whitman, who played Anne in Arrested Development.
Yeah.
She was the daughter of the president in the first movie. Nope, she's not coming back for this. But
you guys, she's going to have a cameo in the Netflix Gilmore Girls 4-episode run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm glad to have told you guys that.
You love that. You love that show way too much.
It's amazing. I've seen it all the way through twice.
I mean, maybe they asked her to come back for it, and she had to decline or chose.
You don't
like,
decline Independence Day 2.
She's got shit to do.
Yeah, the shit was Independence Day 2. So will the movie be as good as the original one without Will Smith, Mae Whitman, and Randy Quaid?
No.
It might still be real. Well, I mean, hard to say. I mean, I wouldn't say the first film is like a highly critical and very nice film.
No,
but it's fun to watch. It makes you feel good.
It's Roland Emmerich, guys. He makes Godzilla movies in America that are awful.
Such a dumb director.
So I think it'll be easily as good as the first, because the first one really. I mean, we look back on it fondly. But
yeah, I think most of it's nostalgia for me. You know, yeah.
I hope Earth loses in this one.
That would mean they just don't. That's it.
No, and then I want like an Empire Strikes Back sort of thing. Like,
yeah,
with the first one we won. The second movie we get our asses handed to us.
And then like Will Smith shows up in the third one.
Yeah,
and with a bunch of teddy bears, and tells someone he's their father.
So, do you guys want to hear a list of some of the most amazing movies that Roland Emmerich has made?
Yes,
I knew you did. So let's start off with the movie Universal Soldier.
Okay, that is amazing.
Yes.
Jean-Claude. It's my boy.
Yes. Then he did actually a really good movie, Stargate.
All right.
Oh, that inspired a whole generation of sci-fi nerds to, or not generation, genre.
Yeah. I love Stargate.
It was
Great
good.
movie. Then he did Independence Day.
All right.
Then he did the 1998 Godzilla movie.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Zero.
Then he did The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Then he did The Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then 10,000 BC.
Oh, my God.
Then 2012. Wasn't John
like,
Cusack in that?
We get it. You're super into years.
Yeah. Then White House Down.
Oh, my God.
And now this.
I feel like 2012 was an okay movie.
No, it was pretty shit.
Oh man,
I liked San Andreas a lot more than 2012.
Yeah, San Andreas was better
because The Rock was in it.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't see San Andreas, but I'm assuming that the fault was aggravated by having.
It was a People's Elbow.
The People's Elbow was actually
like
done
he
on
hit
the same
ground with it, and then it caused a fault.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
Okay,
he jumped out of a helicopter. It was the world's grandest People's Elbow.
Yeah,
and
I knew it had to be something like that.
Brian, I feel like we're very in tune today.
Yeah.
We keep going the same direction.
Yeah, we do. Somehow.
Everybody knew it was the People's Elbow, though. Next,
we have a hive mind on this couch.
Yeah. The last
Our mind is made of
final
bees.
movie is The Magnificent Seven.
Which is what I'm most excited about. Because
Me as well. You guys know I'm a sucker for westerns.
Oh
Yeah.
man, in my mind, if that's not my favorite movie of all time, it's definitely my favorite western.
I don't know if it's not my favorite western. Still The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
And just, well, I mean, I think it's safe to say like how iconic the story is because it's been adapted so many times into different
Right.
things, and
For those
it
of you,
itself isn't the original adaptation.
So
for those of you who don't know, Akira Kurosawa, he wrote the 1954 movie Seven Samurai, which was phenomenal. Didn't I lend that to you to watch? Don't you have it?
Do I have that or does Jareth have that?
I don't know. One of you has it.
I'll check.
But yeah,
I've
it's like
seen
it's like a 9.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
With the DVD has its own intermission built into it because it's that long. But yeah, good movie. And then they made, which I honestly think is better, The Magnificent Seven.
Yes.
A, because it's a Western. And B, it has Yul Brynner, Charles Bronson, and Steve McQueen in it. So,
And there's a science fiction adaptation that was made a few years later, and I'm trying to think. There's an actor from The Magnificent Seven that's in that one as well.
do you know what that one was called by chance?
Battle Among the Stars or something like that.
The Magnificent Seven ellipses in space.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to look it up. Magnificent.
So do you guys have any
Seven.
level of concern about the number?
Robert someone was the actor, if I remember right.
Duvall?
Robert Duvall.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm totally okay with that.
Zemeckis?
Zemeckis. Thanks, Wi-Fi, for being so shitty.
Plant? Robert Plant, was he in that?
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Playing
naming
guitar.
Roberts. Julia.
Keep going. You'll hit one eventually.
Is anyone at all
Battle Beyond the Stars,
There we go.
1980.
Look
Let's
for
see.
Robert something. He was also in Magnificent Seven.
Okay.
But there was an anime adaptation.
Oh yeah, Robert Vaughn.
Oh yeah, well
I can't believe I got his.
I guess I should have known that since
got
that's
his-
my last name.
I've got his great nephew next to me.
Yeah. He's also been in a lot of commercials. In case
Has
you
he?
guys weren't aware. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, Robert Vaughn. Good guy, salt of the earth.
Spelled different than mine. But
Yeah,
still,
he does not have an A.
he doesn't have 75 A's in it. No. Okay.
Vohan.
So, are you guys concerned at all about the amount of explosions in that trailer? I am.
No.
It's 2016.
I think they showed
Yeah,
you
but
every
does it
single.
have to be? 'Cause
I think they showed you every single explosion that's gonna be in it.
probably so.
The rest of it's gonna be shooting.
Now, to be fair, the
Yeah.
cast looks like it's going to be phenomenal.
Sure.
Denzel Washington is amazing.
Vincent
Chris Pratt
D'Onofrio.
is definitely a bona fide action star now.
Yeah.
Although he still has that kind of cheeky ass smirk and stuff.
Well, that's why this is a really good role for him, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
He's going to be doing a Wild West version of his character from Jurassic World.
well, you know, that's what I was going to say. The easiest thing is he didn't even have to go to wardrobe. He just walked straight onto the set of this from Jurassic World.
Yeah.
With his vest on.
That's exactly how it worked.
Is there a dumber piece of clothing in terms of functionality than a vest?
I'm only cold on my torso.
Yeah.
So
I know. I mean, in terms of its actual usefulness.
No, I think you might have a point there.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe if there was just sleeves, like you didn't have like anything for your torso, just sleeves.
You were
like your-
only wearing sleeves.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, so check out this cast. So yes, we said Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt. You also have Vincent D'Onofrio, who I am almost caught up on season 2 of Daredevil. And
Yeah,
he's
you're very
back.
close.
Oh man, I have 2 episodes left. I just saw the episode with Charlie Cox whenever he goes to visit him in jail. That's all I'll say. That was an amazing scene. Then Matt Bomer's in this as well. Ethan Hawke, Peter Sarsgaard, Vinnie Jones is in this,
Yeah.
and Byung-Hun Lee. I saw The Devil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in that. He was also in
That's a brutal movie.
It's probably
But
the
Andrew-
most brutal movie I've ever seen.
Why would he see you seeing the devil?
Yeah,
Now we're getting
We were
confused.
together. We were
Who's
together.
on first?
What if?
I don't know. It was on 3rd. But yeah, an amazing cast. And it's directed by Antoine Fuqua, who I think is most famous for giving us Training Day. Great movie.
Training Day is so good.
Yeah.
Him and Denzel definitely work really, really well together. So.
I caught Training Day on I thought it was just going to be a generic whatever.
It's really good.
Yeah, and I caught it on HBO right as it was starting in like 2003. I know it was 2003. And I was engrossed in that movie immediately.
Fun fact about Training Day, and this will probably surprise Brian more so than Andrew, but that is my brother's favorite movie.
What? That's bizarre.
Is it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's bizarre.
I would have never guessed that. I would have guessed Bad Boys 2.
Well, I mean, that one's up there too.
No, honestly, I would have picked like a Western or maybe like a Cannonball Run or something like that.
That'd be a pretty good option as well, yes.
Yeah. Bad News Bear or something like that. Angels in the Outfield, I don't know.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's going to wrap it up for Trailer Talk. Out of all of those, we had a fairly decent list of movies to choose from. Out of all of those, what are you the most excited for?
Matt, do you want to start?
I'll start. Definitely, like I said earlier, Magnificent Seven is definitely my favorite there. And even if it's terrible, I'll still probably like it.
Yeah.
There's a good chance I see all of these at some point or another. Girl on the Train and Magnificent Seven are the two that I would probably see in theaters.
Yeah.
The other ones I'll probably watch later, unless someone tells me I should, like, hey, this is so good.
Yeah.
You really need to see.
The Infiltrator came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it infiltrated my heart.
Yeah. I'm with Matt on this one, Magnificent Seven, but actually the one I'm the second most excited for, I don't know why, it's Independence Day. Maybe it's just the fond memories I have of me and my dad going to see it in theaters, you know?
Yeah, I have that too. And it was weird because we talked about this before, and we talked about it for the spoiler cast when we were on that, about Jurassic World. The overwhelming feeling of nostalgia. Now, it was kind of a one-trick pony for me. Like, I haven't felt the need to go watch it again or anything.
Yeah.
But it was still worth that for the experience.
Yeah, I totally get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the Fairbairn Forecast to let you guys know what you can go and see in theaters right now.
Movies.
So, in theater, you can go and see The Huntsman, Winter's War.
Don't.
Yeah. You can see The Jungle Book.
Do.
Batman, Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Don't.
Zootopia.
Maybe.
The Boss.
I don't know what that is.
You could definitely see
It's the new Melissa McCarthy movie where she's like this giant millionaire mogul who takes over a Girl Scout group.
You can see it, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And Deadpool is still in theaters.
Don't, according to me. Do, according to everyone else.
I love that movie. It's really good. And apparently you can go and see the 92% rating Barbershop.
Definitely do.
Tomatoes.
Speaks to my heart.
How does that? I mean,
this was before you got here, I guess, that we noticed that.
Barbershop, the next cut, has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
But how?
Hey.
I mean, I guess the people can't lie.
Oh,
Go
guys,
see it.
don't forget God's Not Dead 2. God's still not dead.
Why didn't they call it that?
God's still not dead.
Is Hercules in this one?
No, didn't he die in the first one?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I think Kevin Sorbo died in the first one. I think because I caught the very end of that movie.
I'm going to watch it at some point because it has to be just a train wreck.
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo, I walked in and I was like, hey, it's Hercules. And then he gets hit by a truck and he dies. And I'm like, what happened to Hercules can't die? And then it said, God's not dead.
Because that's like the same production company that gave us Fireproof, correct?
Probably.
Where Kirk Cameron gets really mad and breaks his computer with a baseball bat because he's tired of looking at boat porn.
Man, Kirk Cameron loves Jesus.
He's super into it, I think.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, good for him for having convictions and stuff, but that doesn't mean you have to make shitty movies.
That's true.
You could make a good Christian film.
Yeah, not hard.
I'm trying to think.
He has not, and it has been done, though.
It is possible.
But he hasn't done it.
Okay.
That production company
I think
hasn't done it.
It's easier to make a film that's just a film that embodies Christian beliefs and morals.
It's just like with like Christian music.
Yeah.
If you embody your beliefs and don't just overtly say the thing at people are going to respond a lot better. But also, you're creating something that more closely resembles art.
Right.
Yes. All right. So now it's time to move on to the final segment of the podcast. The March Madness semifinal.
March Madness.
The semifinal results.
This April.
So, yeah,
man.
It's been running for a long time because, last year we only had 32 TV shows.
Yeah.
This year we had 64,
It's so mad.
I've gone mad.
All right. So the results of the final four. We had Daredevil season 1 going up against One Punch Man season 1. And then we had season 5, not 6, of The Walking Dead go up against season 1 of Mr. Robot.
This would be the season of The Walking Dead where Rick starts biting people in the throat.
Yes, that's the season. Really did not like season 5 of The Walking Dead. It's just, them
it was
constant.
okay.
They were just walking towards Terminus for like 17 episodes, and there was just the Look at the Flowers episode, and then Rick biting a guy in the throat. That was about it for me.
They
for
were
season
walking
5.
away from Terminus, right?
No, I think season 5 was.
Because season 5 starts with them in Terminus.
Does it?
Yeah, the end of season 4
that's right.
is that part where they're walking around railroad tracks for 13, 14 episodes.
That's what I thought season 5 was.
No.
That's why I've been really mad that
season 5 was the Terminus
towards Alexandria.
And then a bunch of stuff happened in the middle that I couldn't tell you what was.
Okay, so I'm more happy.
Oh, the hospital thing.
Okay.
With Beth and...
Yeah. I'm more okay with The Walking Dead doing better than it is, than I thought it should.
This is how official of a podcast we are. We
have our own personal opinions.
I like how though we weren't really sure what season it was until we talked through it.
Honestly, I think it's because that Walking Dead does their mid-season finales and stuff like that.
It's really hard to keep track of.
So I think that's really what got me confused. So yes, I've been telling people all along it's them walking towards Terminus on the railroad forever, and that's why I was pissed it was doing so well.
That's why it's getting so many votes. People are like, I loved that.
Yeah.
I love it when Daryl and Beth got really drunk, and that was a whole episode.
Yeah.
He was like, "You're not my dad." That's not really what happened.
No, it's not. But yeah, season 5, I totally get why it's doing as well as it did now. Okay, so going up first, we had Daredevil going up against One Punch Man. Now, I don't know, Matt, have you watched either of those shows?
I like Daredevil, but I have not seen One Punch Man.
Same here.
I loved One Punch Man. It's my number 1 seed. You guys know Daredevil is Jareth's number 1 seed.
Ugh, now I want to root against it.
Yeah. So which of these two do you think won?
Where is Jareth at anyway? Is he having like a tent party with manticores and
I killed him in the parking lot.
Is he riding?
I took his place.
Is he riding like a sky dragon to Neverwhere or something? Whatever wizards do.
He said he is feeling a bit run down.
All of us did though.
Yeah, I'd feel run down if I was Jareth too.
Yeah,
you hear that, Jareth?
He is a perpetual wizard, so that just adds up.
I'm just bitter because my 1 seed was eliminated last round, and
Fargo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes me sad.
So, which do you think won? Daredevil?
Is
that what you said?
I'm
you've seen Daredevil.
I've seen Daredevil.
Okay.
I'm familiar with One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's got a huge following.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to say, but I'm just going to go with my gut and say Daredevil, just because I think it should be.
I'm going to do the same, although I was tempted to say One Punch Man would win because it has such a... It has internet steamroll going on.
Yeah. All right, here's the results. One show got 11 votes. The other show got 17 votes.
Ooh.
So a fairly, decisive win for Daredevil. Daredevil is moving on to the finals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's rolling on through.
All right. So now we have The Walking Dead Season 5, which is better than I thought, taking on Mr. Robot Season 1. Now, Mr. Robot Season 1 took home Best Drama at the Golden Globes.
But narrowly lost to The Martian for Best Comedy.
Yes. And The Walking Dead, is the most popular show.
Also barely lost Best Comedy.
Yes. So those are the two shows going up against each other right now. Which one do you think won?
I am not a Walking Dead fan. I watched the first, I believe, 3 seasons, and I wanted to get into it, because I know all my friends like it, everybody likes it, everybody talks about it.
Yeah.
And
it just doesn't do it for me, and I don't know why. I'm not anti-zombie.
Oh, I totally see why it wouldn't. I mean, it's not, and it is not a great show. It has its virtues. Though, the best thing about Walking Dead to me right now is how well it's made.
I think the performances are really what keep that show going. Everybody is stellar in their performances.
Yeah, I see. Some of them are really weak for me.
Really?
Like Carl.
Carl got good. I like Carl now.
Well, considering he started it when he was like a child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also he looks stupid.
Yeah.
He's got one eye now.
Yeah.
He got shot in the face.
Too many characters have one eye in that show or have had
Yeah,
one
the
eye.
governor, Carl.
Yeah, that's really it, but that's too many.
But now we have characters like Abraham, who is like my favorite character on that show.
Yeah, I mean,
Because he says words like bitch nuts.
It's really well. The atmosphere is set really well now. That's improved steadily over time. Sound design's good, looks good.
I might give it another shot.
Honestly, get past season 4, the show gets great. Now that I know what season 4 is.
My favorite seasons though were probably 2 and 3. So
Were they on the farm?
yeah, I loved that.
I
season.
hated the farm.
I
think season 6, the one they just finished, is the best season.
I don't. Season 2 had that slow build, and also there was more of a sense of purpose. It's just like
Where they were looking for the daughter for like 2
and
seasons.
It just felt more. I don't know. Like the verisimilitude was greater. It wasn't like I was sitting there, just kind of like you guys are just like inventing a problem. You know.
Yeah. Although I did go back and I watched the first couple episodes of season 1 of The Walking Dead. I was just bored.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, you're alive. And you're alive.
And you were a character.
Yeah. So, okay. What do you guys think won? Mr.
Brian, would you
Robot.
like to go first.
Yeah. What were they again?
Mr. Robot and The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Mr. Robot did win.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Walking Dead solely based on the fact, even though I don't like it, I have to give it a lot of credit for A, being obviously the most popular show on television, and B, giving redneck, white trash, average-looking guys like myself
Some jobs.
a shot with ladies thanks to Daryl.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
romanticizing that ideal.
Between Daryl and Abraham, and
Guys like that are making me look good.
Yeah. All right. So, on YouTube, one show got 16 votes and the other show got 16 votes.
Oh my!
We had to take this to Twitter in a poll, and I'm going to look at the poll right now.
Yeah, look.
I wanted to wait until the very last moment.
Poll?
Yes, it's the Willem Dafoe poll.
It's got a big one.
It's going to need more than 32 votes.
So there were 13
His poll is
votes.
32 votes long.
There were 13 votes on Twitter, so it's an odd number. There was a winner
okay.
by one vote.
7-6 or
46% for one, 54% for another. So it came down to one vote, and that vote was for Mr. Robot.
Oh, there we go.
So the two going on to the finals are season 1 of Daredevil, not season 2, and season 1 of Mr. Robot.
So now I need to watch season 1 of Mr. Robot before this is over with, so I can lobby.
Yeah.
Whatever I think is better.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
not qualified to do that right now.
No. Hey, the bikers are driving through.
Yeah,
They're having their
riding their hogs.
They're having that charity ride today for child abuse awareness, I think it was.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Bikers Against Child Abuse. Yeah. Yeah, BACA is what the brochure said when I walked to Walmart today. They were handing out flyers. Nice people.
Good for them.
Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up. Anything you guys want to plug before we get on out of here? Brian, I know you have Slow Descent and Backup
I
Catcher.
have all my shit. Okay, I do 2 other podcasts. One is called The Slow Descent. It's also a pop culture podcast. We also have The Backup Catcher, which is a baseball-ish podcast. You can also read me write about stuff on theslowdescent.com. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Matt, anything you need to plug? Anything like that? I don't know what you got going on.
Nope. I'm not involved with any podcast, social media, or anything in that genre.
This is your second appearance on Flick Freaks. Originally, you made your debut for the Bethesda E3 presser.
Yes, and I would like to reiterate that I still do not like concept art. For all the YouTube haters.
You got a lot
for anyone that would like to mercilessly attack Matt.
Dude, they did not hold back.
The safety of the internet.
They did not like me.
No, whenever you talked about how much you did not like concept art, the internet let you know adamantly how much they disagreed with you.
Don't worry. All you would need to do is get some video of me talking about whatever the next superhero movie is, and I would get death threats. I'm pretty sure.
So I think we would be remiss if we'd not mention our friends over at All Tower Media. because they have Spoilercast, Agents of Sur, a bunch of other great stuff that they do. Great friends with us. Michael and Jareth are hosts over there along with...
So don't hold that against Alltower, though.
No.
I mean,
everybody else is great.
Everybody else there is wonderful.
Yeah. And they get all their amazing stuff through Spellbook Studios. That's where they record the Spoilercast episode. Spellbook Studios, known for making great mobile games. Great bunch of people over there. We've been fortunate enough to go hang out over there a couple times in their studio. And they have actually a board game, like a card game, coming out soon for Ragnarok Rising. Very excited about that.
So, yeah, just avoid all their content that has Jareth in it. Other than that, great stuff.
Great stuff, yeah. So, we are on pretty much every single social media out there. Hopefully soon MySpace, because I want Brian to write a few songs so we can get a MySpace page.
I can do that at the drop of a hat.
Yes, do that. I'll create the page and you just...
A hat just got dropped. I have to go.
Oh, all right. So you can find us on, obviously, YouTube. I think that's where we're most well known. But you can also find us on...
EWETUBE.
It's about sheep. Yes.
.com. It's sheep videos.
Yes. You can also find us on iTunes. If you're listening to the podcast, you can find it on iTunes. Also, you can find us on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Vine, Riff, Displate, and Patreon.
I don't even know what most of that is. Doesn't matter.
YouTube videos, Twitter, we give all of our...
Well, we know what Twitter is.
Yeah. Twitch, we do live streams for games sometimes. I don't think we've done a Twitch in a long time. Maybe Zach has. Who knows?
Who knows what he's doing up there in Illinois? Is that where he is?
He's near Chicago.
Yeah.
So is Austin, really. And if you don't like Twitter, but you have a Facebook, we post the exact same thing on both.
Yeah.
Instagram, we'll post funny pictures. Vine, we post funny videos. Riff, we're going to be doing, reaction videos to stuff on Netflix. Really want to get that Big Trouble in Little China reaction video up. We need to make that happen. We haven't done it yet.
Do that? No? Okay.
I'm waiting for everybody to be able to do it.
Yeah. What I'm going to need to do is get super drunk, too, for that.
Oh, that's going to happen. Yeah. And then we have Displate, which is new for us. We have metal posters now. We only have one poster out right now. I want to get a whole bunch more.
They're still Flick Freaks posters. They're not like metal posters.
No, they're not like, thrash metal or anything like that.
You're not getting like a,
Andrew WK. I'm sure he could do a great metal poster. Those are just called
party posters, and they double as things you can clean up spills with.
Yeah.
Or put your drink on.
And Patreon is where you can donate money to make this podcast and all of our YouTube videos better, because we're all going to make this channel better together. Guys, that was episode 75. I had a jolly good time.
Yeah, good job, everyone.
Thanks for inviting me.
Good job, Matt.
It was good seeing you again. You're probably leaving tomorrow night back for Colorado Springs, or Monday morning, who knows?
Tomorrow night or Monday morning.
Nice.
Well, we appreciate you driving all the way here
for this
specific podcast.
Yes.
Well, you guys are worth it.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. All right, guys, we'll catch you in the next video or the next podcast. Until next time, Godspeed.
Willem Dafoe's penis.
I don't have a catchphrase.